Today I'm going to show you how to cook healthy booster garlic soup. What could be better than something to help your immunity system when you need it most during a diet or weight loss plan? Every extra bit helps you to fight off viruses or any other nasty bugs looking to get you and bring you down. By eating this soup often you will find that it will give you a boost to your body that you can actually feel as it goes through your system. I added some chili because this spice helps to elevates your metabolism to increase blood flow, and to burn off those extra calories. As you eat the soup you will start to feel a warmth going through your body and a sense of well-being. Also you should feel a slight clearing of your nasal passages as it starts to clean and clear your system. Also I find that I will get a small headache that only lasts for about 5 minutes after eating the soup. But nothing to fear because I know that I'm going through a detoxifying stage when I have this soup. Now one thing that I need to warn everyone is you should always see a medical doctor before you decide to go on any diet or exercise program. Also this soup is made only by natural ingredients that you will find in any home and is safe to make. But you should always take anything in moderation, and if you feel anything that is not normal, then you should get your question answered by a MD. Never take anything for granted, from any recipe or anything else you could be taking for weight loss or a diet. I hope this garlic soup helps you where you need it, and I know you will just love it. Please send me your comments on how it worked for you. First preparation of the ingredients. 6 to 8 cloves, minced garlic. 3 slices of rye bread. 1 sm of onion. 1 egg. 1/2 tablespoon veggie stock, low sodium, or other. 1/2 teaspoon sweet paprika. 1/3 to 1/2 teaspoon chili. 3 tablespoon olive oil, 1 tablespoon reserved. 1/4 to 1/2 cup milk. Salt and pepper to taste. Fresh parsley and chives. Now let's start the cooking.
Cooking around again. How are you guys? I have a surprise for you. I'm doing a garlic soup number 2. The first one was very successful. You can check the link right about here. And it was absolutely wonderful, and people kept on writing me in and telling me they want a number 2. So here it is. But this time I'm not going to add any potatoes. I'm going to make it a little bit different, a little bit more stick to your ribs. And what am I going to use? I'm going to use bread instead of potatoes. But I'm where it says see more, and I will give you a link to explain to you why the rye bread is just as good as the whole wheat. So what am I going to use? I'm going to use all, again, natural ingredients. I'm going to put chili powder to spice up your life. And I want to make this all vegetarian. So the stock I'm going to use is basically a veggie stock. I have 1 tablespoon here, and it's low sodium. So let's not waste any time. Let's get going with this awesome recipe and action. Okay, we're back. Grab yourself a nice medium pot. I like using a Dutch oven. And on the bottom here, I want you to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just like that. And I'm going to wait for that to heat up. And now here I have minced garlic, and you can add more or you can add less depending on your taste. So here I have about 8 cloves, and we put that inside just like that. Now here I want you to keep the heat on medium-low because I don't want to really overdo the garlic. I just want it to change color just for about a minute. Yeah. And now I have 1 small onion. Doesn't matter which way you cut it, as long as you cut it, because I'll show you later why. You put that in. And now I want you to bring it down to low, and we're just going to saute this until the onions break up. For about maybe, what, 2 to 3 minutes, and I shall be back. I took about 3 slices of bread and I removed the crust. Now you don't have to remove the crust if you don't want to, and I will tell you why later. And so 3 slices of rye bread, and now I'm just going to move this around very gently until the bread just starts to change a little bit of color and becomes a little bit moist. I say just about a minute. Just keep on moving it around like that. I cannot say yummy yummy right now because all I see is just wet bread, but the smell of the garlic is awesome. Okay, now as you can see, the bread is a little bit moist now. It's changed to a little bit yellow. Now here I just want you to add another, say, teaspoon of olive oil, because now I don't want to really overcook the oil, but I want the flavor of the olive oil. Okay, how does that start to look? And now I want you to grab some water, and I just want you to pour it more or less to about 3. I don't want to add any more right now because this is going to the blender, and because it's going to the blender, by adding a little bit more water later, what's going to happen, it'll cool down faster for you. So now we increase the heat to high, and now I have 1 tablespoon of veggie stock. Now this is low sodium, that's very important. Also, you can use chicken stock or beef stock if you want, but I want to keep this all vegetarian for my vegetarian friends out there too. And we put that in there, just like this. Stir it all around. And I'm going to add just a little bit of fresh ground pepper, say about 1/3 of a teaspoon. And I want you to take some sweet paprika and put in about 1/2 teaspoon. Now this one you don't have to add. I like it. It's chili. And I'm just going to put 1/3 in a teaspoon. And now what I'm going to do is be back. Okay, we're back. You can see it's starting to boil here right now. So I'm going to give it a little stir. And what am I going to do? I'm going to cover it, put the heat down to low, grab my handy dandy chicken and set it for 30 minutes. And what I want you to do is come around every 10 minutes and just give it a little stir to keep things even. So the chicken will be back in 30 minutes, and I shall see you later. All right, we're back. It's been now 30 minutes. Let's take a look at it. Oh man, take a look at that. Yummy, yummy. Now, is at this point, I'm going to add about another 2 cups of water and turn off the heat. And we're going to let this cool down almost to the touch, and I shall be back with our other procedure. Okay, we're back. Grab yourself your handy dandy blender, and I have to do this in 2 batches because I have too much. And I want you to... Now, if you did not remove the bread crust, then I want you to keep it for an extra 30 seconds. But since I removed mine, about 50 seconds to a minute on high. And I shall be back. Okay, let's take a look. And basically, this is what we want. Okay, we are back. Let's put the first portion in. Now, I'm not turning the heat on at this point. And the second part here. Oh, how is that starting to look? Yummy, yummy. I want you to grab 1 egg, beaten as much as possible. And I want you to start twirling this. And I want you to remember that this is cooled down right now. We don't want to do when this is hot because we don't want any scrambled eggs. And now we just add that slowly, and we keep on moving it and mixing it just like that until it blends in absolutely perfect, just like that. Okay, that's what we want. Now we have the heat going again. Okay, it is now at a simmering boil, so I'm going to do is bring it down to medium-low. What we're going to do is we're going to do the taste test. Remember, this is for you, not for me. And it is absolutely awesome, but for me, I require 1 more teaspoon of veggie stock, and just a touch of salt. Now, if you're going to use this for a diet, please be careful of the salt content. I use low sodium stock, but I also like some of my salt. So in this way, by using the low sodium, I can control what I want. So now that's coming along really nicely. I put about a quarter cup of fresh parsley and about a little bit less than a quarter cup of chives. You can put more if you want. And you move that all around like that. How is that starting to look? Yummy, yummy. Are we finished? No, we're not. And now what I want you to do is I want you to keep on stirring with your left or your right hand. And I just want you to add just a little bit of milk at a time until you get the creamy texture you want. Now you can add cream to this, heavy cream if you want, but it's going to be too fattening. So I'm just adding regular 3% milk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this come up to a boil and turn it off, and we're done. Another 5 minutes. So all I can say now is I hope that you enjoy this garlic soup. It's natural antibiotics. It's perfect for your health. And remember what I say, no kissing for 5 hours after eating this soup. So all I can say now is thank you very much for allowing me to present this to you, and I will see you again on my next cook from Tony and Cooking Around.
Thanks for watching this videos. Look for the part 2 video for thing to take note.